Holy shit.
It's fine. It was blood pressure medication. She forgot she took some, and you take even a double dose, you are down and out. She just didn't realize it at the time, and there was a little bit of a scare with how she was sorting. So she's fine. Everything's fine.
I'm putting buildings in the map. If
No,
that's
that's
not
fine.
okay, let me know.
Give me 2 seconds to just reset my head again.
Yeah.
Game tonight, but we are playing Come Hell or High Water. Anyways,
Indeed.
let me know when we're ready, RC.
We are ready.
Welcome back, everyone, to temporarily named Soulfall, possibly named the Incorrect Crew, possibly named Lava Crows? We don't know.
Lava Crows. Lava Crows.
Where we last left off, we met our intrepid band and a not-so-intrepid band member getting together to try and find a bounty on a kender that had stolen a treasure from the Astral Elves. Thankfully, Kitlak, our handy-dandy little
whatever he is,
kobold, had some contacts and could determine that, it was treasure and that it was shiny treasure. It's more, the Astral Elves do not like being made fools of. And with Shay's freedom and possibly life on the line, for if they fail this, she may end up in elven bondage for a while, and not the fun kind. So they spent some time, learned where potentially the thief is with the treasure in a cave that dealt with summoning elementals. Don't forget to give Shay their sparkly stand too in front of their name, Tyler.
Oh, of course. That'll be on my to-do list. In fact, I might do that right now.
But before they could leave town, some wet water, which is very rare, appeared to be following them, and with a very good nat 20, they determined, yes, the water was following them and was on the attack. Speaking of, we are rolling initiative.
Attack water.
Attack wet water.
Oh, I need to get my character sheet up. Let's see, where are we?
Minus the red and body, this is what's attacking you, by the way.
I looked at the text that Malkill had sent, and I was like, really? A block of text? What?
We're not on that world yet. Let's see, where am I? There it is. Hang on 1 second. All right, what's everyone's initiative?
19.
22.
19 as well. My dexterity is 4.
Jeez, everybody.
Yours is better than mine, so you go first.
Cool beans.
So Shay, I heard 22. Is that right?
Yes.
Then Kitlak, Genevieve, and what was yours, Cassie?
That is a 12.
Is initiative scores a new thing?
No. Why?
D&D Beyond is showing that in lieu of rolling, you can use your initiative score, which is 10 plus your dex modifier.
Oh, yes, that is an optional way to do initiative. That is something we can try if we'd like.
Malarkey.
Then it's always the same.
Yeah,
it's always the same. Then you know what that.
So we are starting with Shay. You were around the corner, waiting to see what it was.
What What did Shay see? Can she see?
You saw a puddle of water seem to be following you guys. It tried to be very stealthy. It tried to keep the shadows and where you couldn't see it, and it's water on an asteroid with very little water.
Oh, that's not going to work. That's probably not a humanoid. I think Shay is going to hold her action.
Oh, do you want me to get a miniature for this mess?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's an image if you know what it is. If you know where to
Yeah.
find one.
Is this something she would know to be hostile, or is this something that? Yeah. Is
You're
this
around
like?
the corner. You don't know. You can make a nature or arcana check to figure out, is water hostile when it follows you?
I thought we just determined it was a slime.
Kitlak determined it was a slime.
I gotta
Why
back out of the
did-
room and come back. I'll be right back.
Why did Shay not?
Because you were around the corner and Kitlak figured that out on their own. They hadn't shared that with anyone yet. In fact, they just brandished an open bottle and said, bring it.
Is it coming after Shay, or is it coming after Kitlak?
We don't know. It just decided to dive towards you, and we don't know which one it's coming after.
Could you promote me, please?
Yes.
Oh, this might be a relaunch tabletop simulator sort of thing. Whatever. I'll just do that.
Can she duck into this building here?
You want to duck into a strange building in the port? Sure. Nothing bad will come of that.
It looks like a carport to me.
I mean, these buildings are not, perhaps, they're my creation, not John's.
These are all worn down buildings. Tyler's just giving you some nice 3D aesthetics to it.
Mm-hmm.
But you could absolutely dive into the building and hope it all works out.
Okay, I think she's
Promotion, please.
going. To just back away.
Okay, well, that's still
Yeah,
not
30
working.
feet. 5, 10, 15. Can she peek around the corner and see if there's anything coming from that direction?
Yeah, absolutely.
With perception, I'm guessing.
You can just peek. There's a homeless person there. That's about it. Hiding in the shade of the building. Not that there's much shade. It is a sliver. So instead of being, 85 degrees, it's 83. But, you take what you can get.
One more time, sorry.
Okay. 20, 25, 30? 30. She'll go diagonally. She'll end up there, and she's going to hold her action to cast Sorcerer's Burst if it attacks any of the lava crows.
Well, lava crows don't exist, so
Well,
what is the
they
actual
do,
action?
here.
The 4 of us.
Got it. All right. Kitlak, are you back?
Not as such. There's something really weird going on with this one specific model. Something I've never seen before. It's whenever I try and spawn it, it doesn't let me spawn it. So I'm going to try something else real quick. I'm getting way too obsessed with this thing, but that's my way. That's what I do. All right, this should be the last time. Promote me as soon as I choose a color. And then I'll just take my turn regardless. Thanks. Okay, let me see. So, Kitlak has the bottle out. He realized he wanted the thing to go in the bottle. How does he think? Does he have any ideas of how he can make that happen, knowing what he knows about this thing?
Oh.
Just a roll to see if I can roll.
I would say that might be an Arcana or an Insight.
Okay. Let's go with what's better for Kitlak. I think he has pretty good both of those. Let's go with Arcana because he has that trained. That's a 14.
For Arcana?
Yeah.
What you know about the ooze? You've seen a couple of these, but you're still not sure. You know that they're driven, but in terms of controlling them, that you haven't really figured out. They have their own drive. Usually you're glad when it's not you, because their drive tends to be to kill.
Okay, so they're driven towards killing something. They have a target. They have something that they want to kill. So Kitlak is going to clear his throat, and he's going to say, "Excuse me, friend. It occurs to me that you haven't checked the inside of this bottle for your target yet." He's going to shake the bottle around a little bit meaningfully. And can you truly say that your target hasn't, that you've checked everywhere if you haven't checked here?
Make me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Let's see. Kitlak is going to use Friends, the cantrip Friends, to make it a flat roll.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Those Friends only for humanoids? Let me check.
Yeah. She was going to do the same thing, and then they realized, yeah, it's probably not humanoid.
Let me see. Yes. Spell Friends. One creature you can see within range. The target succeeds automatically if you're humanoid. Okay, no, okay. So I'm not going to do, or if it's not a humanoid, so I'm not going to do that. However, he will use guidance on it to give him a little bit of more of an umph. So, disadvantage, let's go. Well, I'm going to roll guidance afterwards. And guidance. Come on, big 4. That's pretty big. So that's going to be 11 plus 3 for a 14 persuasion check.
Okay.
He shakes the bottle around meaningfully.
Oh, sorry. I didn't press the button. Sorry. Did you hear any of that? Where did I?
No, I did not. You said
Okay.
and then it just blacked out.
Sorry.
Cool.
Brain dead there. Let's try this again. It kind of pools upward a bit. There is no face, but you get the idea that it's looking at the bottle, looking at you, and then it's looking past you. It is not convinced.
You haven't looked inside it yet. These things are tricky, Kitlak says. From what you see from the outside isn't always what you see on the inside. Trust me. I found myself even at the bottom of a bottle before.
It is still not convinced, and I've got a dog clawing their way into my door. Hold on one
Yeah,
second.
do what you got to do. Man, what gives? Why is it not letting me?
It is still not convinced. In fact, it's
Tragic.
not really paying attention to you now.
Oh well.
Oh, I forgot to ask. Genevieve, what is your dex?
+2.
And Kitlak, what is your wisdom?
Kitlak's whiz is 1, so 13 plus 1.
Got it. All right. And is there anything else you'd like to do?
Does it look like it's gonna attack?
It's not even paying attention to you.
All right, fair enough. Kitlak is not going to do anything then. Just going to try and coax it into the bottle.
All right. It's its turn.
That looks like an attack of opportunity.
I was going to say, it actually is going to just crawl around the wall. And it's going to land in front of Shay.
Promote when you get a chance. Sorry. I know I said it was the last time, but I tried a new thing.
It seems Shay's making friends already.
Shay, it's going to raise up to your height a bit, and a face is going to form. Well, a deformed face. It looks kind of like the bugbear that dragged you in a little over an hour ago. About 90 minutes ago, in fact. It is short. And then it's just going to
That's not
try
me.
and
That's
smother you.
Hmm.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
lucky. Wait, I said it. I said it anyway. That's probably.
Do you have to say it? Do you have to use it ahead of time or not?
Yeah, you got to use it before you roll,
Is that new
essentially.
lucky?
But yeah. So 22.
Okay. Yeah, it tries to smother you, and you nimbly dodge out of the way. I believe you said you had an action to go off if it tried to attack anyone.
Hmm. Do I have disadvantage because of the range spell attack?
Yes, because it is now next to you. Tyler, this isn't the end all and be all. You don't need to do this.
Yeah, okay. I'm just not going to futz with it anymore. It's really frustrating me though.
14.
That's a hit.
That is 7, and I get to choose the damage. We're gonna go with lightning damage.
All right, the lightning enters the use. You see it kind of crackle for a second, almost as if the after image lasts a second longer. Then it just fades away.
Yeah, 7 lightning damage.
And let's see. You just take 8 bludgeoning damage as it tried to smother you. and missed, but it still whacked you a bit.
Even though I saved?
Even though you saved. It's
Just
not
thought it'd
always
kill me if it hits.
save or die.
Good
Sometimes
God.
it hits. Believe me, if you had failed, it would be a lot more
I'd
damage.
be dead. Level 3, dude.
Well, that's kind of the point.
It's not even smart enough. No, it's got the wrong target.
Genevieve, you're up.
All right, Genevieve is just going to. Yeah, she's gonna do this. That's an action. Got it. Okay. Bonus action, she's gonna cast a Veil of Dusk on Shay. So Shay has a +1 bonus to their armor class with Veil of Dusk. And she's going to walk over and not transform this time, but you see kind of the blade of her sickle that she wears on her back glow slightly, and her nails elongate into claws, and this is going to be primal savagery.
Neat.
So that is going to be a +7 to hit. Roll. 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay, and then that's 1d. Which of these is a d10? 1d10 magical slashing. So just 3 slashing damage against the blob thingy.
All right.
And that's her turn.
Cassie, you're up.
All right. First, Cassie's gonna move a bit. And I forgot to actually create a cannon for her. I'll have to do that later. Do you have a token you can use in place of it?
Would that I could, my
Just gonna use-
friend. Would that I could. This entire time I've been trying to fix my ability to interact with any object. Basically, whenever I try and generate anything, it removes my ability to interact with anything, including dice rollers, which is why I've been so frantic about it. And it isn't even my
Yeah,
color
that
either.
does
So,
suck. I was actually addressing Cipher though. Just
oh,
I didn't
sorry
mean anything in
about
particular.
that.
Just no, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be anything spectacular. I'll have something for
Yeah.
next week. I just forgot to actually do it.
There you go.
Thank you, Cipher. And yeah, thank you too, Tyler. I do appreciate it.
I'll try and make it work at some point. Not right now, though.
All right, Cassie will step away from it. Go back over here. I think that's 25 feet of movement, so she should still be good.
All right, I haven't tested this before. We'll see how it works.
And as her bonus action, she is going to activate the flamethrower cannon and have it do its cone of fire. Genevieve and Shay should be just out of the cone. And that cone of fire is a Dex 15 save.
What's the range?
It's 15 feet.
That's a pretty big cone.
Nope. That hits them.
Well, I think it's like right on top of the thing. Right on top of the thing, right? Like right about yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You're gonna hit one of them either way, I think.
Mm-mm. I think the rule is if it goes over half the square, like if it covers the area of half the square, then it hits that square. So I think if
I
you're
must be
putting
having,
it,
I
What's
must be
that?
having trouble loading models then,
It's just a
because I
green
can't
ball.
see the cone.
Yeah, there's no cone.
oh, I could see the cone just fine.
Yeah, Tyler's playing with it right now.
Yeah. It looks like it only gets like a little sliver of Genevieve's and Shay's square. But, you're the DM. You do what you do.
I am going to have Cassie roll a d4, and Genevieve or Shay call evens or odds. All right. All right, roll your d4. Evens, you're getting hit. So, dexterity, I believe.
Correct.
What's the saving throw DC?
15.
Ooh.
Womp womp.
So does it. How about you, Shay?
Oh, we both get hit? I thought it was one or the other.
No, you were both even. You were both odds, and he rolled an even, so you're getting hit.
11.
It looks like it's a 3 for 3, Cassie. What's the damage?
Could be worse.
Just straight up 6?
Just straight up 6.
All right. Um, the flamethrower grazes Genevieve and Shay enough to burn them a little, but it engulfs the ooze entirely, and you hear just screaming hiss as part of it just evaporates away from the flames.
Can you be more careful with that?
Wait, sorry. Sorry, just a slight miscalculation there.
And we're
That
anything
is
else,
the end
Cassie?
of her turn.
Okay. And then Shay, you're singed and a little beat up. What you gonna do?
Is this thing like on auto fire?
Cassie,
No,
that's
I
you.
get to choose when it fires.
I think that was in character, actually. I'm not sure. Baldwin, was that in character that you asked that?
I have no idea. We are going to
Okay, I'm gonna assume that it was in character.
No, it's not a modifier. It activates when I press a button.
um
What you gonna do, Shay?
Gonna disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. $30. That's her turn.
That's actually 35, so you have to move back 5.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Nope, that's 30. Can I not move through that?
That's 30 right there.
Diagonals. He can move at diagonals.
Yes, I know, but oh, I see what you're saying.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, you're right.
That squares. That's fine.
You're right. My mistake. Anything else?
Nope.
Kitlak, you're up.
Just make sure
Kitlak
that-
size.
Let me make sure disengage works the same way that I think it does.
All right, up to me then. 5, 10, 15. He's going to cock his pistol. We tried doing this the easy way, now we do it the hard way. And he is going to yell out a draconic cry. All right, you sack of salt. Get in the bottle or face my gun. And is going to impose advantage for all allies against all creatures within 10 feet of Kitlak. So anyone who is attacking this thing, as long as it's within 10 feet of Kitlak, have advantage against it. That being said, he is going to shoot it, and that is going to be with advantage as well. Beep boop. And a good thing too. That is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
All right. Ah, love that. That is 7 piercing damage. Magical piercing, I should add. Let's see, lets a shot fly and then deftly reloads it. And let's see, do I want to action surge? Yeah, I'll action surge. He's going to action surge and do it again. Why not?
Okay.
That would be a crit.
Yeah, it would be.
Wow, amazing, astounding. Are there any new rules for crits or?
Let me see. In the standard rules, it's still rule the total amount of damage dice.
Yeah, roll all the attacks damage dice twice and add them together, then add any relevant modifiers. So that's still a hot 9. Okay, that's cool. So still 9 more magical piercing.
Surprisingly enough, that's enough.
All right.
This thing was not very resilient, and it was already on a hot asteroid. But Cassie's fire seemed to burn a lot of it away. Your 2 bullets, they passed through, but the dissipating heat as they did seemed to literally incinerate the liquid from inside. So all that's left is just a steaming outline on the ground that soon is just gone from the stonework. And we're out of combat.
Kit does a classic move where he twirls the gun and blows the smoke off of it and holsters it.
Shade's just going to slump
now,
down.
Now, you did just down
against
a half bottle of booze, so I'm going to say you do need to make a dexterity check to make sure you do that. Or performance. Either one. Just to look cool.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with dexterity. That's a 14 dexterity.
You're not as effortlessly cool as you think you are, but in your head, you're perfectly cool with that.
Yeah.
It only takes you twice to get it back into the holster correctly.
Spin, wobble a little bit, spin, and holster. Wait, Holster. There we go.
How injured is Shay?
She's got 3 hit points left.
So Genevieve will, her hands turned back to normal at the end of her turn. She will turn around and just kind of glance over at Shay and then walk over.
She is like slumped down, sitting against with her back against this building here. She's not feeling good.
You've dealt with drow who were less duplicitous than that thing.
Cassie?
I didn't recommend that you try to make any more friends around here. And then she's going to cast Cure Wounds at first level. Two D8 plus 4. So you get 20 hit points back.
Holy cow, did you roll
Wow.
2 8s on 2 D8s?
I did.
See,
Wow.
That's where all my high rolls went.
I'm going to give, just because that's the first double max on a heal, you get inspiration for that.
Sweet.
Because that is just awesome.
I appreciate it. I didn't realize this other Kender had so many enemies. We need to find him quick so I can get. Well, maybe that won't stop people. They'll probably still come after me, won't they?
I think we need to get out of town first.
To the mines?
Genevieve will just haul Shay back up. Let's go.
We had a more specific spot than just the mines, right? Like we.
Oh yeah, but you know at least one other group is searching for this, and they already tracked you down once.
Fair enough.
Cassie is going to walk over and pick up her turret there. Let it attach to her arm, just like you see over on her thing right here.
I think you had it turned up to spray instead of stream.
Yeah, that was not my intention. I am sorry.
Well, we learned something. We learned a few things. That's who's leading the way? Who knows where we're going?
That
It,
would
like,
be me.
Has the map. Yep.
And he is going to pull out the map and then point forwards. Onward! It is going to march with purpose, well, and a little bit of drunken swagger out of town.
Tell me he doesn't have the map upside down.
Luck die.
Yeah.
Luck die. I'm going to say odds.
Oh! All right.
Can-
A different
Eli
sort of.
follows his gut, really.
Can Genevieve just grab his shoulder for a second, grab the map, and turn it back right side up?
Make me a quick grapple check, just for funsies.
I'd go ahead and say he's pretty drunk. You can make it with advantage.
I didn't
don't
say
know,
you'd
I'm-
have a chance to resist, Tyler.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I'm not the DM. I'm not, making that call really.
Is that acrobatics?
It don't matter.
Well, hey, I know where all
If
my
you wanted to
good
flip
rolls
him
went.
over and do it that way, you could.
I just imagine Genevieve reaching out, just gingerly grabbing the map and turning it so quickly that Kit doesn't even notice.
Yeah,
So it's gonna be one of those days, huh?
Genevieve that wouldn't even say anything. She would do exactly that. Just flip it over real quick.
Kitlak, of course, doesn't notice and just keeps on going on.
I know where all my good rolls are going tonight. Not to anything important. This is gonna be the lava crows all over again.
Hey, you healed Shay back up to full. That's pretty important.
If you do want me to help
Debatable.
delete things, I can do that too. Got to promote.
Will you be able to, or will you get frozen out again?
Let's find out together. I'm not going to mess with anything else if it freezes me, but I do want to try.
Go for it. I'll let you clean that up while I get the map ready. So we're just going to cinematically go through this. The mine entrance.
I need to promote though.
Oh, again. From Colony is not fancy. In fact, it is so not fancy that technically the Spelljammer Tower, which is only 3 stories high, so you can bump your head if you're not careful. Where'd the map go?
You said you wanted me to delete everything.
No, the buildings, not the map.
Oh. Let's go ahead and rewind time here.
Hey, to the bay. Anyways, and there have been stories of some smaller spelljammers accidentally kind of sliding into Great Mine and just getting lost down there, or destroyed, or maybe purposely bombed to fall in. You know, the usual. So it is not a very graceful climb down. It's a very vertical climb down, and there are multiple tunnels that just kind of weave into and beneath the Obsidian Barrens. And you can hear the digging. You can actually see all the mines across the way near Rivishold, where it looks a lot more active. Here, the people are kind of desperate, or it's either desperate or somewhat warily leisurely, like they have to do this, but yeah, it's just a living. It's not something they really care about. You look over at Rivishold, no, people are digging with a purpose, and if that purpose doesn't work, well, yeah, you do see 1 or 2 literally just get thrown into the greater pit. Glad you're not there yet, Shay. You go down, and you can, as you follow the pass and the winding, very narrow stretches down, you head towards where the elementalists were summoning something disturbing enough to get the elves involved. There aren't very many people digging here. In fact, a lot of people are kind of staying away because part of that operation caused some live lava to emerge and settle, which unfortunately does tend to attract dangerous things like, lava sharks and other such deadly fauna. Fauna. But you do make it to the summoning cave. Everyone roll me a perception check on your way down, though, just to be safe.
Kid like it's a 16.
That is a 14 for Cassie.
13.
Perception, you said?
Yep.
17.
All right, as far as you can tell, none of you are being followed. It takes a good, 3 hours to climb down without being noticed. It's easiest to just follow the pipes. The pipes are warm to the touch. Well, everything's warm to the touch, but they are also the fastest way down.
Are we walking on the pipes?
Well, you're following them to this cave entrance, and yeah, that is a big pool of lava, a lot higher up than most of the ones here. It's roiling, and that is definitely a magic circle that should no longer exist there. And
Meaning the DM says it's not there, or
oh no, it's there. It's not supposed to be there
okay.
at all. Like the elves were supposed to rub that out.
Not the DM is saying it's not supposed to be there. Meaning it's part of the map I got, but I didn't actually want it.
Okay, well, he won't fit in there, but that's where he's supposed to be. And yes, you can see a little Kender down there. You also don't really see an easy way down from where you are.
How about how far is it down? Would you say?
Oh, that is easily I'd say 20-foot drop.
Well, I think the easy way down is just to jump. In that case, maybe like jump and like grab onto the cliff and slide down with like kobold claws.
Actually, the path around goes all the way around the lava pit. But yeah, you could.
My
And to the
time
stairs
has
there.
come. My time has come.
Oh dear.
Wild
Badger,
shape
badger,
into a
badger.
no. I'm wild
No.
shaping into a giant riding lizard.
Hell yeah!
It's got a climb speed.
What size is this sucker?
Large.
Kitlak is absolutely going to climb on immediately without asking permission.
All three of these guys are small. Can I carry all three of them?
What's the size of the lizard?
Large.
Large.
Yeah. I'm gonna decree yes, you can.
Oh yes, battle formation. Kitlak's gonna whisper it. Actually, battle formation.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be paying attention to you.
What does he appear to be doing? Like he's at the magic circle, right? Is he like channeling or reading something or interacting with an object?
He's got an object in his hand, and he seems to be tracing something very delicately into it. You can see a box sealed with something kind of hidden behind him, but there is. It's not like a lot of elemental power. It's just a touch of elemental power. Like he hasn't completed whatever it is that seems to be complicated here, but it. There's a potential. You don't know exactly how much.
Well, Kidlak is gonna whisper to the crew. I feel we should rush him before he does anything too fancy. Whatever he's doing here is gonna make our job harder if he gets it done.
Genevieve flicks her lizard tail.
Let's go.
So you all board Genevieve Express. You how are you hanging on? Because this is going to be a vertical dive. I'm going to say acrobatics to stay on the lizard as it crawls down the wall. Genevieve, with your climb speed, I'm going to say you're fine.
Yeah,
It's just
she can
everyone
go
else.
30 feet. How tall is the wall, did you say?
About 20.
Yeah, then she'd even have 10 feet of movement left.
Yep. So
Is this red square gonna be the lizard?
no.
Okay.
But everyone else make me an acrobatics check to hold on as you go down and keep your balance.
I've never done this before. Do things in one day. Unusual.
That's a dirty 20 for Kitlak.
Looks 16.
Cassie?
That is a 9.
Well, here's the good news and the bad news. About halfway down, Cassie, you lose your grip and you just fall the last 10 feet, making a bit of a noise. You are prone.
Does Cassie clink?
She does, I believe, yes. Which does startle Shia over here, but it also means that she is out of the cone of fire that erupts and catches the three of you still on the wall.
Oh, neat.
I need the three of you to make a dexterity saving throw. As a hand of living flame emerges and tries to blast you away.
pretty good.
7.
That is a 16 for Kitlak.
Sorry, working on it. Nice. 17 for the lizard.
So, Shay, it is not your day. You are going to take a full 10 fire damage as you just burned on the back of the lizard. The rest of you made it and are only going to take 5 fire damage as the magical hand is going to follow you to the ground.
Was this something that Kender did, or was
You
this
don't know.
something just innate to...
You
Can
don't
I
know.
roll something to know?
You could roll Arcana. You could roll
Yeah.
Insight. You could roll...
Kitlak would also like to roll Arcana.
Yeah, kind of.
That is a
Also,
dirty
how much-
20. Or, excuse me, 19.
What was that, Cassie?
How much falling damage should I take, by the way?
You fell 10 feet. You took no damage. But it got you out of the
16.
cone of fire.
I think the real
Oh,
drawback
okay.
is
I
you're
thought
prone.
Yeah, I thought I took damage for falling 10 feet.
No, if you fall, the first 10 feet of falling damage is nothing.
How close can I get to this Shia with 30 feet of movement as a large creature?
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You said 30 feet?
Yes. And also large. So I assume large means I take up like 4 squares. Is that right?
You still get basically just 5 feet away from the bottom of the thing. Your head is just closer than everyone else. So who rolled what again for the fiery hand?
Oh, Kitlak rolled a 19.
16 Arcana.
Was yours also Arcana, Kitlak?
Yeah.
Okay, with both of you, I'm going to say there was a powerful magical elemental ritual that occurred here. And he seemed very surprised. You don't know if he has magical powers, but on many levels, it is likely that there are random spells and elementals still hanging around, and you just found one.
So it's an actual creature that's going to be a problem for us.
Yes, in fact, it is about to make another attack against all of you. Now that it's noticed Cassie.
I put a template underneath Genevieve so that we can actually write her.
Let's see. Shay, I'm going to say you're blasted. Genevieve, you're distracted. And Cassie, you're prone. I'm going to say, Kidlack, you're the only one who can do an action right now.
Okay. So remind me again. I was dinking with the template. Is it the fire hand that's blasting us, or is it?
No,
Okay.
it was the fire hand that blasted at you. It seemed to, as you study it, you can actually see just a little kind of trail of fire back up to this torch here. It appeared to have been waiting and then just kind of dove out and foomed at you.
Got you. Okay.
For all you know, this was a trap set by the cultists. It could be anything, but it's
Yeah.
there.
Okay. So Kitlak has a water skin. He is going to reach into his trench coat, pull out the water skin, uncork it, and just huck the whole thing over at the fire elemental.
Okay, roll me a ranged attack.
Yep. So that would be +4.
Well, are you proficient with...
I'm not adding my proficiency bonus.
Okay. Oh,
That's
yeah, you have
just
a
my
high dexterity. Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there's anything else I can add to this to maybe make it work out, but I don't think so. I'll just chance it. Whatever. What's the worst that could happen?
You spill over Cassie and short their mount.
That's a 10.
That is a miss. You
Splaps
throw...
against the wall.
It goes against the wall and ends up lying next to Cassie on the ground.
Kitlak makes like a throwing gesture and then points to Cassie, points to the thing, and then points at the water skin. I think that's all that Kitlak's got, though.
Ooh, it got lucky. It gets to do that again. This time it's going to target all four of you.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need another dexterity saving throw from all four of you.
Okay. Come on, that could have been a 20. What are you doing, dice?
13.
That is a 16.
So that is a, let's see, that was an 4. So that's an 8 total.
And Genevieve.
Sorry, I got distracted. What am I rolling?
Dexterity saving throw for another wave of fire.
Got it. Sorry about that.
Oh, and Cassie, you were prone, so did you roll with... Do you have disadvantage on that or not? I can't remember.
That is a 10 dex.
Prone makes me have restricted movement and disadvantage on attacks.
Yep, you're good. Okay. What did you get again, Genevieve? Sorry.
Only a 10.
Okay, so this time Genevieve and Kitlak, you're taking the brunt, the full 10 fire damage. The rest of you are just taking 5.
Cassie does have fire resistance, so is that 2 or 3?
2. Always round down.
And would you say that we had enough time for a short rest on our way over here?
You didn't really rest. You were climbing down the mines. I'm sorry.
Shay is immune to being surprised. Does that help her out here?
That only affects initiative. Which this is more cinematic turn taking. Which is why you see Shia seems to be casting a spell of his own in your direction.
Genevieve is going to continue, like, moving towards him.
So
She's
he
gonna
rolled a 1.
Shove him outside of that circle.
Okay, so what's his? Oh yeah, no, you can easily shove him out. The problem is he was casting just as you did that. So you, and on a nat 1, it's going to hit the first thing that was in front of his hands, which unfortunately is you.
Isn't that a good result for him, though? Like,
You don't know what he was aiming at.
oh, fair.
So unfortunately, you are going to take the full brunt of a chromatic orb.
Okay.
I feel like they're getting a lot of turns, and I would like turns.
Oh no, you guys are going next. It's just
Okay.
He had a turn because he saw what was going on. You're going to take 9 cold damage.
Well, it's got to actually be kind of refreshing in here.
So she is no longer a riding lizard, but that's fine because now they're on the ground.
I'll get rid of the template.
And yes, the rest of you can now take a turn.
Right on.
Are we
have
prone?
initiative order?
I have kept the order that you rolled last time just to make things easier. Would you like to re-roll it though? This is one of those things where on the hit point scale, I don't think it's a problem, but if you'd like me to, we can. Would you like to use the order from last time, or would you like to re-roll?
I'm fine with the order from last time, personally.
I have no preference.
I think I would be the one that has the biggest say in it because I was dead last, but I am okay with it.
That's a good point. We should just re-roll anyway, so someone isn't stuck at dead last forever.
Okay.
No, I'm fine. I mean, we can re-roll later.
I'm hearing John roll dice. I'm rolling now.
Wow, those are terrible rolls.
I don't know about that.
That is a 14 for Cassie.
Kitlak got a 22.
10 for Genevieve.
10 for Shay with a +4 dex mod.
What's your next mod again, Genevieve?
+2.
What's your wisdom?
+4.
Thank you. And what did you, let's see, Kitlak, Cassie, Shay, oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So yeah, Kitlak, you are up.
Groovy. So the first thing Kitlak is going to do is second wind. Try and get some hit points back. Oh, thank you for not stopping on that one. All right, that's a solid 10 hit points, which is great for a bonus action. Next, he is going to slot in one of his. Actually, he's going to, I think, guiding bolt on this guy. Let's see. Do I want a guiding bolt or do I just want to shoot him? Do we need this guy alive?
You are supposed to bring him back alive so that he can be made an example of.
About how flimsy does this guy? I mean, he's a Kender, right?
Yep.
Kitlak's gonna shoot him once just to see how well he takes it.
Okay.
So, Kitlak is going to scurry up over. Let's see,
You can climb up
5,
the stairs. Those are easy. Yeah.
10, 15. To give himself a little bit of height advantage on this guy. Is that enough to give him any like actual advantage?
No, he can see you very plainly.
Yeah, but anyway. All right, Kitlak is gonna shoot him with a regular bullet to see what that does. Hopefully it does damage. Probably yes. That's going to be a 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. That's 10 magical piercing.
Okay.
And that is what Kitlak has. Kitlak's going to yell out, "You might want to be surrendering. We've got you surrounded, and I'm not really sure the fire is your friend."
What are you talking? Of course the fire is not my friend. What are you doing? Why are you shooting me? Cassie, why is he shooting me?
Kitlak looks sidelong at Cassie.
Cassie, still prone, looks over. What?
What?
Why are you
Only got
You've got a
What?
fire hand behind you. Why are you shooting me? Don't you remember?
Remember what? What's going on?
She
He
immediately
looks
looks back up to the fire hand.
he looks a little shocked. Cassie, it is actually your turn.
Kitlak is starting to regret not using the big bullets and making this moral dilemma go away before it happened.
Cassie is going to look down at the water flask, and instead she's going to raise her water pistol, or acid
That
pistol
works
as it
too.
were, and fire at the source of the hand.
Okay. Target it.
That is a 15 dex save.
Dex, you said?
Yep.
14.
That's not a good number. I mean, it's pretty
It
good.
does not
but
make it. I mean, her Acid Splash is not the greatest spell, but it is a spell. It does 1 damage. Yay!
If this kills you, I will be very disappointed. Okay, you're still prone. Are you going to do anything about that?
Yes, so she is going to spend half her movement to get up from prone. And she is going to activate her jetpack and fly 15 feet.
All right. Shay, you're up.
Shay is going to. Does she feel anything by being inside the circle?
You can feel elemental power thrumming through it, but certainly not enough to like cause an explosion or deal a lot of damage. If anything, it just seems to be sort of in a holding pattern right now.
She is going to cast Catapult. Hang on. First time laying sorcerer. Okay, she's going to cast Catapult at 2nd level. And she's going to use one of her innate sorceries to give herself advantage on the attack.
And what are you targeting?
The Fire Hand.
Okay.
At 20.
All right.
So, do we get the choice between double dice or multiplying it by 2?
Yeah, same as Thursday.
Okay, so that is 48. So I roll 88.
More dice is more click clacks. Thursday is more people. It's easier for people.
The dice popped up and got in the way of me clicking more times. That is 42 bludgeoning damage.
I need you to confirm, is that magical bludgeoning or regular bludgeoning?
I don't. It's just regular bludgeoning. I think it's a spell, so I don't know. It's a spell that does bludgeoning damage, so I don't know.
Okay. Let me take a look. So you haul. What does catapult do? What's the description again?
Choose one object in range. I assume there's rocks around here.
Oh yeah, plenty.
The object
They're all very
flies.
hot to the touch, though.
Object flies in a straight line up to 90 feet in a direction I choose before falling to the ground, stopping early if it impacts solid surface. If the object would strike a creature, the creature must make it. Oh, what? Okay. So I thought I was rolling to
That's
attack.
weird.
It's not. It's a dex save. So I'm not going to use my innate sorcery because I will use reaction. What's the thing? Heightened spell
Which does what?
gives the creature disadvantage on saves against the spell.
Okay.
Can I also use innate sorcery? Can I use an innate sorcery and a sorcery point at the same time?
That I don't know.
Is there anything that says you can't do that?
No.
They don't like take actions or anything that would conflict.
The innate sorcery is a bonus action. Good point. I don't think metamagic is.
Yeah, I don't think
anything.
metamagic is either. So you probably can do it.
So
It says you can use your innate sorcery feature and spend a sorcery point on the same turn, as long
Okay.
as you have the actions available.
So action to catapult, bonus action to innate sorcery, and heightened spell just happens. So innate sorcery increases my DC by 1 to that'll make it 16.
Okay, I will tell you right now, it has failed miserably.
Okay. So I rolled the damage already, which is 42.
Yeah,
Bludgeoning.
that was on a nat 20, so you need to roll less than that.
Damn.
True. That's true. That is true. That is a lot less. That's 9.
Okay, and it is not magic. Okay. So you said 9?
Yep.
All right. You have a rock fly from the ground into the flaming hand. It disperses the fire a little, but the hand is still there. Genevieve, you're up.
She's got movement still.
Oh, okay.
She is gonna run and hide behind Shea and say, "Save me!"
Save you! Save me! I'm getting shot!
I'm getting shot more than you are.
You don't even have a bullet!
In fairness,
the-
you didn't give me a reason not to shoot you.
Are you the annoying one that everyone is running around about up there?
I think you're the one everyone is up in arms about.
No, I'm the one the elves are up in arms about. You're the one that pissed off the kobolds at one time.
I mean, it's not exactly difficult. Just take offense at everything.
Cassie, who are you keeping company with?
No, he's got a point. Or
Genevieve.
She's got a point, yeah.
You keep calling me by name. I don't recognize you.
Well, that's a little worrying.
All right, is the flaming hand on the cliff?
It's kind of hovering right in front of it.
All right. She is going to sigh, and she is going to first pick up 3 stones, and as a bonus action, cast magic stone on them.
Nice.
And those will last for a minute. And then she is that's a cantrip bonus action. So as her action, she is going to second level cast Summon Beast. She is going to hold out her hand, and she's been by herself this, not without her animal companions that you see on her figure. But she's going to hold out her hand, and she's just going to say, "Farron, come." And you see a little bluebird pop up, and it is going to pop up just around the hand, and it is going to attack. That is my spell attack modifier to hit, so that's a +4 to hit. Spell attack modifier.
Roll it.
Just the modifier, so yeah, that should be a +4. I just had to double check. That always throws me off. And I think I'm going to use that inspiration. Can I use that with Farron?
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, that's better. That is a 22
It
to
hits.
hit. All right, so she's going to do 8 plus 1d8 plus 6. 8 piercing damage. Melee weapon attack. It doesn't say it's magical, so. But it's a magical beast.
Well, the magical beast is able to peck off a couple of the fingers, but the hand is still mostly there.
That is her turn. And I will be back in like 1 minute.
Fair enough. Right, so if I, try and fight this thing, are you going to shoot me again?
Depends. Are you willing to cooperate if I don't shoot you?
What do you mean cooperate? You're here for me.
Yes or no?
If I cooperate, do I not get shot?
Yes.
Great. Then I guess I cooperate.
Fantastic. Then Kilak's going to immediately turn his aim on the hand.
And oh geez. He's not going to run up into melee range, but Firebolt he knows is going to be worthless against this thing. So he's going to just take the dodge action and
Probably for the best.
dodge around Shay. It is the hand's turn. The hand is going to smack the bird that just pecked it. RC, what's the AC on your bird?
Hang on, I gotta pull it up again. 11 plus the level of the spell, which was level 2, so 13.
That is a miss as the hand tries to smack the bird, and the bird just literally floats there where the fingers were only a second ago. That's its turn. We're back up to Kitlak.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, Kitlak has different priorities now, which is a shame because he has vexing on the Kender. But he said he wouldn't shoot them, so Kitlak's not going to shoot him.
On
Kitlak,
a Kinder, not the Kinder.
they're all like the same guy, right?
I mean,
There's
that was
two
part
Kinder
of the
right here.
contention last time. Shay
There's
is
two-
the
there's
one.
two Kinder right
They're
there.
all,
Leah is
they're
not.
all the same guy. I mean, one of them has boobs. Yes, true. Anyway, Kitlak is going to he's going to load in a piece of magical ammunition that thrums with a pale blue light, and is going to is there this blue thing that's an animal companion, right?
Correct.
And would somebody be really mad if something exploded that was around them?
Genevieve?
Yeah, I feel like that would be distasteful. So Kitlak's not gonna do that. Kitlak sighs. Instead, he's going to turn a little crank on the side of his gun and is going to use a guiding bolt on this thing.
Okay.
So let's see, guiding bolt. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. And on a hit, it takes 48 radiant damage, or 46, excuse me, radiant damage. So that would be intelligence plus 2. So that is a total of plus 5 on the roll. Let's see what happens.
That's a hit.
Yeah, that'll do it. So that is 4d6 radiant. It's 12 radiant damage, And Kitlak has advantage on the next attack he makes against this thing.
You send that radiant bolt straight into the burning hand. It glows with an inner radiant light and then just poof, dissipates into nothing. The trail of fire to the torch just becomes smoke. The torch seems to dim, and well, you're still in combat, even though he said he cooperates. But that's up to you guys. What are you gonna do now?
Farron's gonna come back and land on Genevieve's shoulder.
So, thing you got from the elves, hand it over. Kitlak is going to wheel on this guy and
I do not know what's going on with that thing.
What thing? The ball? Oh,
yeah.
Spear, so
I have a bird on my shoulder, on the shoulder of my figurine, so
okay.
I'm not that worried about it.
It's physics affected, so it's gonna roll and stuff. Yeah.
The box is on the ground. Well, yes, that's why you're here, just not yet.
Why?
Because I haven't finished fixing it yet.
And that's important because...
Cassie, did you not tell them... Oh, you don't remember... We met once last year. You don't remember me at all?
No, why would I remember you?
You don't seem very memorable. Sorry.
Okay, one, offended. I don't accept that apology. And two, we work for the same company. He says towards Cassie.
An apology.
Sorry, I didn't hear that, Malkill.
It wasn't an apology.
I meant from the shooty one.
You'd have better luck getting blood from a stone.
Well, yes, he's a kobold. But, you know me. Shia. Shia football?
No, can't say it rings a bell.
You can roll your history if you'd like.
No.
This is far funnier.
Can Shay roll insight to see if he's like trying to gaslight Cassie?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Anyone can if you'd like.
Yeah, I think Kitlak would as well.
Or 14.
Sweet 8. So nothing.
Are we out of initiative, by the way?
That's up to you guys. Are you going to attack him, or would you like to exit initiative?
Keeping all my options on the table here.
Okay, Cassie, look at what I stole, would you? The box is on the ground about 5 feet away from them. You can absolutely just pick it up and look if you want. Don't cross the magic circle. You don't cross the magic circle. Someone else should.
Cassie does whatever the equivalent blinking would be. Probably just lights in her eyes flickering for a moment.
Oh,
Where's the box?
She is going to... Yeah, she is going to make her way around as soon as she can.
She'll look in the box if it's right in front of her.
What's in the box?
It is, as promised, a crown. Tiara crown. Kind of a hybrid between the two. It is a very sleek, mithril-looking thing. Will daintily rest upon not only an elf's head, but you can see that there are divots in there so that it would actually fit and integrate into one of their face masks, which that's just extra. There is a lovely large crystal in the front, framed by smaller crystals with a little, looks like precious metals of some sorts that you don't know necessarily. It is quite beautiful, probably worth a few thousand gold easily.
I thought
All right. I,
you
as a
lot
player, have
worked
a good
for
idea
the
what it is. Can I
elves.
do an Arcana check?
I'm sorry. Can you say that again, Malkiel?
I said I, as a player, have a good idea of what that is. Can I do an Arcana check?
Once your character can see it, certainly.
Yeah,
Well, once my character can make my way down over there.
You're flying. You can literally go up over the stairs and then back down.
Yeah, but we were saying that we were still in initiative order, so.
I'm going to say we're out.
Wave it.
Yeah, we're out now.
So Kitlat can't see it because I have a real good idea he'd know what it was too.
But yeah, go ahead and make an Arcana check. And Shay, this would absolutely go make a dent in what you owe the drow.
And that is a 15.
Yeah, you know exactly what that big crystal is. You happen to have one yourself. Do you remember now, Cassie?
I don't really remember, but that is an interesting bit of tech you've got there.
Exactly. They've been trying to. You know that everything is kept in-house, both with us and the rather disturbing competitors. So the elves want it to. They don't want to be reborn in someone else's hands. They want control of it themselves, and they'd rather not come out of eggs. And not only does what we do provide them with an eternal life, it also means that they can keep those enslaved eternally as theirs, which, not exactly great either. You were going to, you said you had some hotshot, I don't know, assassin that would be able to make it look like I was retrieved and give me enough time to create something that might blow up in their face when they try and work their magic. All while you would retrieve the crystal.
Well, I thought you all lot worked for the elves.
Shay is just going to slowly look over at Shay and then look over at the rest of you. Cassie, are you a company trader? You work for the elves.
Would rather not answer that question.
I mean, other than in the capacity of capturing me in order to make it look like you retrieved their property when in fact we're sabotaging their plans to steal the immortality process?
The two of you are in cahoots. Are Genevieve and Kitlatch, do you know about this?
They sent you a memo. They said, I said you'd remember me. I'm very memorable. I'm the only Kender on the team.
Kathy just shakes her head. Even for a robot, she looks absolutely lost.
Well, I didn't ken what it is that you're all talking about, but I do know that there's a pretty big bounty on your head.
Yes, that was the point.
And I'll collect it myself.
That is the point.
And take the crown back with us. That's part of the deal.
Yes. Yes, I'm sabotaging the... He's...
No, you're not.
Just gesticulating very pointedly to what Cassie knows is a soul shard. I am sabotaging it so they can't make themselves more immortal.
I don't even know what that means.
How long have you been on this asteroid?
Look, it's more valuable if you don't sabotage it. And sabotaging it is gonna do what to them, actually?
Hopefully, blow them up at some point.
All of them?
Well,
like
no.
probably 1.5 of them.
Well, hopefully just their research lab.
Maybe We weren't told how it has to be brought back in, just so we need to bring it back in.
Is a point, Gitlek says.
And
Why are
the
we
soul
still?
shard is proprietary to Cassie's existence, not to mention our business model. We can't let the elves get it.
Look, if this gives immortality, which I doubt, it would be more valuable to someone other than the elves who are already immortal.
Well, yes and no. Plenty of things can happen to you in an infinite span of time.
Not to mention, you take the wrong step on this hellhole, and boom!
Yeah, Gitlek looks very meaningfully at the lava pit right behind everyone.
Not to mention, they are definitely planning to keep those that they've enslaved forever with tech like this. It's why Arclife keeps this under lock and key. The elves stole it and put it in jewelry to make it seem like it was just their petty, pretty stuff again.
So it seems like we have a moral choice, and I'm going to shoot anyone who says that we're going to bring this back to the elves as is. Either we need to let them sabotage it, or we're
No.
going to take it and sell it. One of the two.
Do we take it and sell it to someone not the elves?
Cassie is here to retrieve the soul shard. The goal was I would be able to sabotage it. I'm the only one who knows how. And then Cassie would retrieve the actual soul shard. You would give them the tiara, crown, whatever this is, with a minor explosively crystal instead, and you would collect the bounty. Win-win. And sure, I might die or be eternally enslaved, but whatever.
What do you mean, whatever?
I work for Arclife Constructs. If I die, I come back. I'll be like Cassie, except a
You live, you
Kender.
die, you live again.
Exactly. And not like Nair's sons, where it's all organic and egg-like. Ugh. It's logical and reasonable and robotic. And again, they indicate Cassie.
Wait, you were a kobold? Gitlek is going to look over at Cassie.
Well, yeah.
Weird.
Why do you think she looks like that?
I thought that she just appreciated a superior form.
That's what makes Arclife Constructs so superior to those silly little Warforged the Drow are making, who all look the same.
Yes, it wouldn't work if it wasn't in the form of a kobold. The interface is all wrong.
Gitlek nods as if that makes perfect sense to him. It does not.
See, you get it.
Look, I get that wanting to be a robot, I guess.
Want has nothing to do with it. The option was destroy the tiara and go into nearly open war with
Okay.
an elven society that we do not have the firepower to resist, or, do this massive subterfuge that Cassie was supposed to read the memo about, which is why all of you are here.
Wait, you sent a memo? Rule number 1, don't put anything in writing.
Yeah, that is rule 1. We've
memo,
got it in a book.
The memo is a kenku. He can't repeat it after he forgets it.
What? Well, apparently Cassie forgot it too.
Yes,
Cassie
I'm very disturbed by that.
After
Have you had your soul shard checked recently?
You know as well as I do. That's not where my memories are kept.
Say that again. I didn't quite catch it. Sorry.
You know as well as I do. That's not where my memories are kept.
We won't get into that detail.
So, who are you working for, and how much are they paying you?
Arclife Constructs. I get a free body when I die.
Free bodies don't interest me. I need money.
Well, yes, that's why you were going to collect the reward. That was the whole motivation that Cassie said you guys would leap at, although I don't know who you are. I kind of recognize the short shooty one, and I don't know you. They're going to kind of gesture at Genevieve. I think you were an animal last time I saw you. I'm not sure. It was a couple months ago. Look, the company said Cassie was trustworthy. I figured it was fine. She seemed fine when I met her a year ago. She seems competent-ish.
So, Genevieve and Kitlatch, how long have you known Cassie?
How long has Kitlak known Cassie?
Well, here's a funny little thing. You two have known Cassie about 8 months. However, Cassie seems to have known you over 12. You're not sure how that works. At least that's what he's implying.
Is there a chance that our memories were wiped for some reason?
This is Soulfall. People come back to life, supposedly with all their memories, but you don't know if you've agreed to that previously and just don't do it anymore.
Can I roll an insight check?
You can.
Yeah, Kitlak would also like to see if we're being what's total
Manipulated?
recalled here.
Well, next
Nice.
rescue, I will do a
19.
diagnostic on my memory gear.
I heard a 19, a diagnostic, and what was Tyler's again?
19 as well.
All right. You've been around long enough to know that Nayerston's revivals is an organic resurrection technique. They say it is 86% successful, but memories do sometimes lapse. It's not very expensive. In fact, some say the first round is free. It's entirely possible that if it was free, you guys might have taken up that offer and your memories of that were lost. But it could also be, given that Cassie's memories don't seem to retain this either, that something else is at play. You're not sure. But it is entirely possible that, yes, you are not the first versions that have existed on this asteroid. You are just the current ones. And declined a second round of immortality offer. But Cassie should have gotten the memo. The memo is a Kenku who visits people. Please tell me you
So,
got all
as I
that.
was-
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
More or less.
So,
Well-
as I was saying, during the next rest period, I will do a diagnostic on my memory gear. But for now, what should we do about the situation?
For now,
Shit.
just
Shay's got to close the lid on the box, not screw with this thing anymore.
yeah, screw with that thing more. I haven't finished the crystal yet. I still have to make the exchange. I have to fuse up, for lack of a better term, the replacement crystal, and I was doing fine until someone awoke apparently an elemental spell just lying around. I'm hoping that no more pop up, but now that you've done that, can you just watch my back while I get this finished? Should only take another
No.
hour.
Yes.
No.
Yes, we can sell the extra good crystal. That's the best of both worlds. We get to mess with the elves, and we get to sell the good stuff.
Wait, you want to mess with the elves? Why?
Cassie,
Look at them.
There's no profit in
crystal.
it. There's no
belongs to-
profit in it.
Cassie's going to bring it back to the company, and they're going to pay her for returning their stolen property.
We get paid twice versus getting paid once.
Wait, Cassie, did you not share that you're getting paid to do this as well? Oh, wait, you don't remember. You're getting paid to return the company's property.
2 paydays bigger than 1 payday.
Look, if we
Yes,
piss
please
off the
do.
elves, we're not going to live long enough to earn any money.
No,
We can
it's
help
not
you with
our
that.
fault. It's we have nothing to do with this plan. They don't know anything about that. All we did was retrieve the crown. We fulfilled our contract.
They want him, though, too.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, we're going to give him.
I'm well aware I'm a sacrificial lamb. Again, if they kill me, I come back in a robotic body. If they torture me or just put me to the slave mines, then, I can kill myself. This isn't rocket science.
Look,
So
I'm
he's cool
fine.
with it.
I'm fine with everything except blowing up the elves because that is just going to come back on us.
I don't think it'll come back on us, per se.
If I do this right, it'll look like they screwed up their own experiments.
Hmm.
And if I do it wrong, they can't admit that they stole
How-
from us, so they won't actually turn it into a war.
So,
How competent are you?
yeah, Kitlak is going to take a look at the rune work over here and try and discern like the quality of it with Arcana.
Go for it.
Kitlak has a surprising amount of Arcana. It's a 17. Actually, he's going to guidance on that too. He would. Just for the extra little 3. Yeah, dirty 20.
For what it is, for one person working on it, it is intricate, it is delicate, it is well done. You can actually see his fingers, even though he's wearing gloves, which must be sweltering. They have burned, the tips have been burned through. He has used his own flesh and blood to get this meticulously carved and designed to channel just a hint of the raging elemental power lying 5 feet away from it. And basically, you're lucky none of you have, from what you can tell, has disrupted it, because if so, it would have ruined this entire thing, in which case you don't know what would happen. The delicate balance could be set off and there could be a boom. It could fizzle into nothing. It could summon who knows what sort of elemental, because it is tapping into that primal power that the elementalists use. That's probably why he chose this spot. It's not only abandoned, there is a lot of raw explosive power being held very delicately, being waited to be channeled into a precise point.
So Kitlak's going to say, for what it's worth, I truly believe he knows his stuff. That is some intricate rune work, the like of which I haven't seen in quite some time. I believe he could pull it off, or at least has got as good a chance as any. I'll take him at his word.
And if it does go south, how far away do we need to be so that we're not also destroyed?
Well, again, it's only going to go off once they try and put a soul in it and then extract it. There's no soul in the crystal right now. They're going to either test it on one of their slaves.
Are you
or
saying
they're
this
arrogant
couldn't
enough-
go boom right here with all this elemental energy?
Standing in this damn room could go boom. You could
Where-
trip and go boom. You crawled down the side of the cliff and something went boom. Well, fush. This is Soulfall. Everything goes boom.
You can't really live in fear of explosions here. Kind of a fact of life.
You go to the right spots of the Crimson Plateau, things go boom. I know. I caused some of them. You don't think I learned how to do this without some explosive mistakes?
You know,
Like the only place... Go ahead.
I think we should probably take this down to a vote. I'm going to vote to follow his lead. Anyone else got a vote they want to cast?
There's only 2 Kender here, and only one of them is telling us what I would like to hear.
I do like the idea of getting more money.
I'm all for money. I just don't want to die doing it.
Well, we can help you with that. If you really don't want to be robotic, you can go to Nay Urson's and get reborn that way. But either way, you're gonna die.
Question.
Everyone dies.
Does out of character, does Shay have the helmet, or is the helmet like on the ship or something?
The helmet is currently on the ship. It is locked in place, and as long as you are focused on it and don't hand it off to anyone, which you haven't, they can't touch it. But it had to be on the ship to move the ship, so it's there. It's intact. It's in place. You would know if you were no longer attuned to it on some level.
Yeah, I need to remain alive in order for my plans to see fruition.
Great! Get some immortality and you're fine. In the meantime, he's going to grab the box. I need to get this finished before one of the other, more hopefully incompetent hunters comes here.
So, just so we're clear, Cassie, which side are you on? Because you're a bit vague.
He's making far more sense than you are.
Okay, that's not true, but you're on his side. That's fine.
You know, I'm not even sure that one gets a vote. He just kind of, or she's kind of glommed onto us.
Look, I've been super useful.
Kilek's gonna look at the other ones and kind of do a like waving hand gesture.
Look, how much damage have I taken that you wouldn't?
Great, you're a meat shield. You really should have looked into our immortality options.
If I had to assign a numerical value to it, Kilek shrugs.
He's going
Math is never
to
my strong suit.
take the box and go back over to the circle.
So how long? You said an hour, okay?
About an hour. Just make sure no elementals creep up on the circle. Cassie, do not enter the circle for any reason, even accidentally, and don't let any of the others, show up and ruin this.
Not to downplay the threat of elementals here, but we also have other adventuring parties out looking for you. In fact, we may have iced one on the way here.
Great. Just, shoot them as well as you shot me because, ow.
Noted.
And if any of you
so-
have any healing, that would be very much appreciated.
Yeah, I'd love some. So what exactly? I'd like to help. What exactly are you doing? What do you need help with? Is this an Arcana thing? Are you trying to? Or are you
He's
trying
going to
to
sigh
use?
and dig through his pouch and pull out what looks like his last health potion and down it real fast. Before. Go ahead.
Genevieve is going to reach into her pack and she's going to walk over to Shay and hand her a band-aid.
She'll put it over her knee. Shay is going to cast Enhance Ability on Shaya.
Shaya. Yes.
Shaya. For intelligence?
That's fine. He takes out some very intricate carving tools, and you see he has a crystal. It looks almost identical to a soul shard, Cassie, but his is a little more. Yeah, it looks a little more plain. It doesn't have that inner glow that says a soul can rest here and live eternal. He is delicately carving things along the edges. Just give me an hour and watch my back and don't touch anything and do not jump into the giant flaming pit in the middle.
While he is doing that, Cassie is going to move back a little ways. She
And
doesn't want to get near that circle there.
And Enhance Ability does last a full hour, so as long as I maintain concentration.
Genevieve is going to sit down and she's going to rest.
Yep.
All right. I'm just going to make a quick luck roll here. You make it through the full hour. You see he places the crystal gingerly in the center and starts chanting something in. You understand Draconic, right? Kitlak and Cassie?
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Nope.
Can we say this was a short rest?
Oh, this is a short rest.
Okay.
That's what the luck die was determined, is if anyone would interfere. You almost got a nat 20.
Hell yeah. I'm going to spend a hit die. Oh, that's all my health back.
He seems to be invoking the rage of Oralu and fusing it into the crystal so that if a soul should ever share its space, the dragon's rage would be upon them. And you see the elemental power of the dragon's blood basically get drawn in, and as the magical symbol seems to twist and whirlpool around until it is all sucked into the crystal, which now looks almost exactly like the soul shard in the crown. From there, he takes some jeweler's tools and just starts exchanging the crystals very carefully until he has the explosive one in place perfectly. And the soul shard he places in a nice small box that looks like just a very much smaller container than the one holding the crown. He will get up and sigh, roll his shoulders, and go, "Okay, now you can take me to the elves." And he's going to hand Genevieve the crown and Cassie the small soul shard. And try not to poke the bullet hole wound. It's bad enough.
Kitlak is going to visibly unload his gun in front of him and then take the gun and just point it at the back of his head. Like, just make sure there's nothing in the chamber, too, like, thoroughly.
Oh, don't do
And
that. We might still get robbed on the way back.
I can load very quickly. I'm good at what I do. Kitlak is going to point it at him for appearances, he says.
Yeah, fine. That's good. The bullet hole, between that and the bullet hole, I don't think anyone will expect me to run. Great. And you have your bounty and the treasure.
And the box?
Well, the treasure is in the box, so...
Okay. I wasn't sure because you just said that the crown was handed to her.
The crown in the box, sorry. You'll have to figure out how to get the box from the elves on the way there. Or maybe next week when we return. Thank you all for joining us. And we'll see what happens when the bounty... if the bounty makes it back. Because you still have at least one more team out there. Maybe two.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks.